Like many people around the world, some assume that Kalki Avatar is someone who will return and rule the entire world as an immortal ruler. Even if this is true, there are many misconceptions about Kalki Avatar. These misconceptions were spread by some insiders in a misleading way to people worldwide, particularly in India. However, it's crucial to understand that the concept of Kalki Avatar is far more complex and nuanced than these simplistic interpretations suggest. In fact, the true nature of Kalki Avatar is deeply rooted in ancient scriptures and spiritual teachings that require careful study and interpretation. One major misconception is the idea of a single, physical incarnation. Many scholars argue that Kalki Avatar represents a collective awakening of consciousness rather than an individual entity. This interpretation aligns more closely with the cyclical nature of time in ancient Tamil literature. Another misunderstanding revolves around the notion of ruling the world. The purpose of Kalki Avatar, according to various texts, is not to establish a political reign but to usher in a new era of spiritual enlightenment and moral renewal. This transformation is said to occur on a global scale, affecting humanity's collective consciousness rather than through physical dominion. It's also important to consider the symbolic nature of many prophecies and teachings surrounding Kalki Avatar. These stories often use metaphorical language to convey deeper spiritual truths, which can be easily misinterpreted when taken literally. Let's embrace the deeper wisdom of the Kalki Avatar and Shambhala that is being uttered by many YouTubers after watching the film Kalki 2898 AD. I understand it as a call to action for personal and collective transformation. This perspective not only honors the rich symbolism of the prophecy but also empowers us to be agents of change in our own right. To understand the concept of Kalki Avatar and the ancient city of Shambhala, we need to go back to prehistoric time approximately 15,000 years ago. We should examine the ancient Tamil people's culture and traditions, as well as the great monarchy that once ruled the entire world. At that time, the Tamil civilization was at its zenith, with advanced knowledge in astronomy, mathematics, and spirituality. Their influence extended far beyond the Indian subcontinent, reaching into Southeast Asia, Africa, and even parts of Europe. Lord Murugan was the ruler of the continent still known as Kumari Kandam. Lord Murugan from Kumari continent, considered the greatest and most powerful person in the world, is believed to live among us in the form of astral projection. People believe that the immortal ruler will return and govern the entire world. However, the truth is that he is already here, living among us and observing the world's activities. He will manifest not as a mortal, but as a divine messenger. When I speak of God in this context, I am not referring to the traditional deity worshipped in various religious institutions. The term God or Godwin originates from the Tamil word kadaval, signifying a presence within the depths of the mind. It literally means passing through the inner mind. Therefore, Lord Murugan aka Kalki won't be coming back by taking avatar to save the world's people from catastrophic events that will occur in the upcoming years. In essence, he will not arrive on Earth in his own form, but will instead inhabit someone else's body to lead the world, having already achieved enlightenment in his lifetime. It is unlikely that he will reincarnate or return again, as he has transformed his physical body into an immortal astral form. Do not expect him to save the world if he returns, for he may actually bring about its destruction. In his eyes, we are mere parasites on the surface of the earth. The Lord Murugan desires to take on a new form, yet there is no one in the present era who is deemed worthy of this divine incarnation. The primary motivation driving his attempt to take over a person's body is to prevent specific technological progress occurring globally. Numerous organizations worldwide are seeking a scientific breakthrough for achieving eternal life on Earth, which means immortal life. This serves as a warning to humanity to cease their pursuit of immortality, as it will have dire consequences. The world was designed by Lord Murugan for mortals, not immortals. Immortals have no place on Earth, as it is meant for regular human beings. The difference between mortals, asuras, and immortals, suras, lies in their ability to activate the pineal gland, also known as the third eye. Asuras are those who cannot activate this gland, encompassing all individuals globally. When we, as asuras, seek scientific solutions to achieve immortality, it is at that moment that the world will begin to crumble. Lord Murugan, also known as Kundan, Kadumban, or Kuthir Walan in Tamil, has the ability to descend into the body of those seeking immortality and bring about the complete destruction of the world. Such a people who are trying to be immortal, one, or in Tamil we say Surar, the Lord Murugan will be a descendant into anyone's body and completely destroy the world. It is imperative for humanity to cease all scientific exploration into achieving eternal life on this planet, as failure to do so will result in catastrophic consequences leading to the eradication of all inhabitants by the divine entity, Lord Morrigan. As a geographer and cartographic research analyst, I strongly advise against supporting any company seeking to prolong human life indefinitely. Nevertheless, the world is at risk of facing catastrophic consequences due to the insatiable desire of human beings, Asuras, to prolong their lives on Earth. According to the Nostradamus prophecy, de l'aquatique triplicité naîtra, Dvn qui fera le jeudi pour sa feste. Son bruit, l'ose, règne, sa puissance croîtra. Par terre et mer aux orient tempeste. Translated to English, it reads, "From the aquatic triplicity will be born one who will make Thursday his feast. His fame, praise, rule, and power will grow by land and sea, bringing trouble to the east." This quatrain alludes to the aquatic triplicity, possibly representing a peninsula encircled by 3 seas. While it does not explicitly refer to an eternal leader or immortal ruler, the idea of the aquatic triplicity as a geographic physical feature is subject to speculation and diverse interpretations. It has been linked to multiple peninsulas in various analyses of Nostradamus writings. However, regarding the global population's shared consciousness in this stanza, an immortal ruler will hail from the peninsula surrounded by 3 seas. The southern part of India is not where the immortal ruler will come from. Contrary to popular belief, India is surrounded by the Bay of Bengal to the east, the Arabian Sea to the west, and the Indian Ocean to the south. It is important to understand the distinction between bays, seas, and oceans. The Indian peninsula is not actually surrounded by 3 seas. According to Nostradamus, the most likely location for the immortal ruler to emerge is the Korean peninsula, which is surrounded by the Yellow Sea, the Sea of Japan, and the East China Sea. Lord Morrigan is planning to descend into a suitable individual from the Korean peninsula. He is already preparing to take over a physical body and wreak havoc on the world when the time is right. As a geographic and cartographic research analyst, my duty is to inform the people of the world about the current global situation, interpreting geopolitical trends and providing predictive geospatial analysis. First, we need to understand what Kalki stands for correctly. We should break it down by examining the etymology of the word Kalki in Tamil. The 2 words, Kalki Avatar, are derived from the Tamil phrase, Kalki Avatar, which means in English, the person who descended in a mountainous cave. This refers to Lord Morrigan, who lived in a mountainous hilltop cave, attained supreme universal power, gained 8 different mind powers, and became an immortal ruler of the world. The Tamil word, Kalkugai, deformed as Kalki in Sanskrit. The concept of Kalki Avatar, the final incarnation of Vishnu, another version of Lord Morrigan, emerged from this rich cultural tapestry. Shambhala, often described as a mythical kingdom, may have been a real place during this era. Archaeological evidence suggests the existence of highly developed urban centers that align with descriptions of Shambhala. These cities likely served as centers of learning and spiritual enlightenment, preserving ancient wisdom through generations. The global Tamil monarchy of this time was not just a political entity but a custodian of profound knowledge. They understood cycles of time and predicted future events, including the coming of Kalki Avatar. This prophecy was intricately linked to the preservation of Aram or Dharma and the renewal of civilization after a period of decline. The white horse that is always associated with Kalki, aka Lord Morrigan, is not actually a white horse. This is a misinterpretation. To understand this better, we need to translate the term into Tamil. The white horse in Tamil is Venkutharai. However, the correct term is Venkathir, which means the brightest sun in English. This typically signifies Lord Morrigan, who lives in this world and rules the entire region where the sun's rays fall on Earth, covering the area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. This interpretation aligns with ancient Tamil texts and scriptures that describe Lord Morrigan as a cosmic deity associated with light and solar energy. The confusion likely arose from the phonetic similarity between Kutharai, horse, and Kathir, sun, in Tamil, leading to a misinterpretation in other languages that has persisted over time. Furthermore, the concept of Venkathiravan, or the brightest sun, symbolizes Lord Morrigan's role as a source of divine wisdom and enlightenment. This metaphorical representation is more consistent with the philosophical underpinnings of ancient Tamil literature and the broader Tamil tradition, which often use celestial imagery to convey spiritual concepts. The geographical significance of Lord Morrigan's domain, spanning the area between the Tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, also supports this interpretation. This region, known for its abundant sunlight and fertility, has historically been associated with prosperity and spiritual awakening in many cultures. By recognizing this distinction, we gain a deeper understanding of Lord Murugan's cosmic significance and his role as a universal deity transcending physical manifestations. This perspective invites us to explore the rich symbolism and profound spiritual insights embedded in Tamil literature and religious traditions. The Lord Murugan was the first and foremost geographer in the world, who drew the entire world by exploring it and using the projection coordinate technique that we are using in cartography for map-making. Lord Murugan's role as a cosmic deity goes beyond just being a source of light and wisdom. His connection to the geographical region between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn highlights his influence on the natural world and the prosperity it brings. By understanding the symbolic representation of Venkathiravan as the brightest sun, we can appreciate the deeper spiritual insights embedded in Tamil literature and religious traditions. Lord Murugan's exploration of the world and his use of projection coordinate techniques for mapmaking showcase his profound knowledge and wisdom, positioning him as a divine figure with a unique blend of cosmic and earthly significance. The association with Kalki is connected to Shambhala, which comes from the Tamil word, Sambu, Valam, meaning elephants roaming and moving around. Here the Sambu means elephant in English. Ed est, animals with elongated nose. The Valam, it is kind of a word in Na Valam Thivu, which refers Kumari Kundam. Shambhala is also linked to Kumari Kundam. I have more information on this topic, but I will hold off on discussing Kumari Kundam for now, as my knowledge of the world is constantly expanding. I have already unearthed crucial insights about the world after a decade of dedicated work. In 2020, while in Houston, Texas, I gained a deep understanding of the truth by examining NASA's high-resolution bathymetric data of Indian Ocean. This realization led me to view Lord Murugan as the true architect of the world's design and creation. It was at that moment that I began to sing all songs written by the Tamil saint Aruna Kiranathar about Lord Murugan. When the time is right, I will reveal my discoveries that will mesmerize people all over the world. I am eager to delve deeper into the topic of elephants, Sambu, and its origin, but the theme of this video is constraining me from providing additional information. However, I would like to highlight here that the godly figure is deeply disturbed by the despicable deeds of certain community members in Botswana, Africa who caused the deaths of numerous elephants through environmental contamination in 2019. They have vowed to take action against those responsible and ensure they face severe consequences from the highest authority. This event has sparked widespread outrage and calls for the preservation of humanity on Earth in the form of COVID-19. Therefore, coming to the point, the Shambhala is not referred to as a city, but it is a huge island where the Tamil civilization built up a world-class city showcasing their architectural marvelous. I will explain more about the architectural design of the city that reflects the modern city, Kuala Lumpur. The modern city Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is a replica of the Shambhala which was built by Tamil people 15,000 years ago. To clarify, Shambhala is not described as a city, rather, it is a vast peninsula where the Tamil civilization constructed a magnificent city displaying their architectural brilliance. I will delve further into the architectural layout of Kuala Lumpur city, which mirrors the ancient city of Shambhala. Interestingly, Kuala Lumpur is a modern version of Shambhala, which was established by significant Tamil people. The essence of the significant leader known as the Kalki Avatar, White Horse, Shambhala holds the true meaning. Throughout history, humanity has only been exposed to distorted truths about the events that have transpired on Earth. Those in positions of power often choose to keep things hidden or reveal them in a cryptic manner. Our objective is to unravel these mysteries and guide society towards a harmonious existence on this planet. In a short and sweet, the world is under an umbrella, the individual who resides in a mountainous hilltop cave in an astral form specifically at an altitude of 133 meters, as a descendant of Supreme Universal Authority, governs the world under the radiant sun. Known as Lord Murugan, he shines his light on all corners of this world. Please leave a comment here if you witness any mistreatment of elephants, Sambu, anywhere in the world. The highest authorities will address the situation promptly. Thank you for investing your time in viewing this informative 13.3 minutes content.
பாதி மதீனதி போது மணிசடை நாதரருளிய குமரேசா பாகு கனிமொழி மாது புறமகள் பாதம் வருடிய மணவாளா காதும் ஒரு விழி காக முரருள் மாய நரிதிரு மருகோனே காலன் என்னை அணுகாமல் உனது இரு காலில் வழிபட அருள்வாயே ஆதியனனோடு தேவர் சூரர் உலகாளும் வகையுறு சிறை மீளா ஆடும் மயிலினேறி அமரர்கள் சூழ வரவரும் இளையோனே சூதமிக வளர் சோலை மருவு சுவாமி மலைதனில் உறைவோனே சூரனுடலர வாரி சுவரிட வேலை விடவள பெருமாளே
आदित्य नवग्रहादि सूर्यवास्त महापुण्यकाले पश्चिमले விலங்குவள்ளி காந்தனை கந்த கடம்பனை கார்மணில் வாகனனை சார்முனை எப்பொழுதும் பரவாதொருக்கு ஒருதாய் சரவணாய போற்றி சண்முகாய போற்றி பாரணே கருதாய போற்றி சரவண பவனே போற்றி செய்யொலி பவனே போற்றி திருபுர பவனே போற்றி திகழ் ஒளி பவனே போற்றி கதிர்காமந்தரசே போற்றி வேலாயுதனே போற்றி வள்ளி மணவாளா போற்றி தெய்வானை புத்திரனே போற்றி ஆறுபடை நாயகா போற்றி ஆறெழுத்து வந்திர பிரியனே போற்றி ஆணை முகன் தம்பியே போற்றி பார்வதி பிரியநந்தனே போற்றி சிவன் புத்திராய போற்றி குன்றில் இருக்கும் எங்கள் குகனே போற்றி எங்கள் குறைகளை களைவாய் போற்றி கவலைகள் போக்கும் கருணை கடலே போற்றி கற்பக விருக்கமே போற்றி மயூர வாகரனே போற்றி சேவல் கடியுடையோனே போற்றி சுரனே வெந்திரவா சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமினே போற்றி தேவசேனாபதே போற்றி ஆகார பொருளே போற்றி உகார பொருளே போற்றி மகார பொருளே போற்றி அகார உகார மகார ஓம்கார பிரணவ பொருள் முத்தமிழ் முதல்வா எங்கள் பத்துமலை முருகா போற்றி போற்றி அஞ்சு முகம் தோன்றி நாறு முகம் தோன்றும் வெஞ்ச மறை நஞ்சரணவே தோன்றும் தோன்றும் என்று ஓதுவார் வெற்றிவேல் வீரவேல் ஞானவேல் வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரகரோகாரா. இது நமஸ்கார ஏகதீபம் தரிசயாம்.
2024ஆம் ஆண்டில் ஆடி கிருத்திகை திங்கட்கிழமை ஜூலை 29 ஆம் தேதி அனுசரிக்கப்படும். மலேசியாவின் கோலாலம்பூரில் உள்ள 10 மலையில் நடத்தப்படும் தனித்துவமான சடங்குகளுடன் முருகப்பெருமானை போற்றும் இந்த திருவிழா தமிழ் பாரம்பரியத்தில் முக்கியத்துவத்தை கொண்டுள்ளது. இந்த சக்தி வாய்ந்த நாளில் நாம் அனைவரும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் நித்திய ஆட்சியாளரின் தெய்வீக ஆசீர்வாதங்களை பெறுவோம்.